Hello Tina, welcome to GRA 420. This will be some video feedback for milestone 1, which is the logo. I'll also be looking at whatever you have at this point for a website. Tina, nice variety here too. Keep on playing with it. If it's any easier for you, consider using, say, colored pencils or just even pencil on paper. Of these, I think the one that I'm drawn to initially is this ligature between the T and the M. And then, if this maybe were just a tad larger, I think coming off the cross piece of the lowercase t, that would look well, maybe aligning up as you have here. Perhaps use bold condense for that. I'm not sure about the moon. I think you're not sure about it either. I was reading the week 3 discussion post. This is also, I think, promising but I want every element of your logo to have meaning or significance. And so if you draw these diagonal lines just to make it look interesting, that's okay, but there should be some more significance behind them. Now, when I opened up your logos in Illustrator, this is just a comment on the construction of a logo. It should be entirely in vector file format. In other words, the outlines of your letter forms need to be vector based, so that when you send it to somebody, like you have sent it to me here, I can see the fonts. I don't have these particular fonts. I don't have Anton. I don't have Helvetica. As it is now, I would have to buy those fonts in order to view your logo. So it's very easy to convert something to a vector file or type to vector format. Let me show you how. It's so easy, and you probably know this. Maybe this is just a reminder. The only font that I have of yours is Helvetica Neue, okay? And I've selected that line, which is your name, and converting to outlines works even for the thinnest of fonts. So you can see that's all I had to do. Go up under Type, scroll down to Create Outlines, and there it is, voila. And this will be universally viewable if you do this to the type in your logo. And you can also, I wouldn't suggest doing this unless you're making a ligature or something, but you can also manipulate the outlines of the font if you need to for some reason. Now remember, fonts are excruciatingly hard to develop, and I'm sure the designers of typefaces take great pride in their work. So like anybody else's work, you don't want to destroy it or deface it anyway. When I went to your website, there's a lot to like about this. I think it won't be hard for you to implement your logo design on it, and they'll probably replace this banner up here. There's a lot to like about this too. I like the choice of colors. It's that sort of Tiffany blue. It seems to be echoed throughout your site, at least in the navigation bar. So those color cues you want to repeat throughout your site. Somewhere, anywhere on here, perhaps portfolio, you could have a link to latest work or branding, or just include it under latest work. Put your branding suite there so that we have a place to look at it. It's perfectly adequate for that purpose. And I realize that you're probably redesigning this in GRA. What is it? What's next? It's your capstone course. It works pretty well. As you develop it, I'm sure you're very familiar with this. Is this Bootstrap? It looks like it might be. You can refine the details, the typography, and you can do the same on your logo too, which is to say that it's an evolving process, and it's probably something that is I don't want to say never done, but it takes a long time to implement an identity program and to refine its details. Good start, though.